I'm PC Vanessa Thompson, I work here.
Okay, wonderful. Lovely. So what's your number? 1503, was it?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
lovely.
15032.
32, lovely.
I'm just wondering what you're doing.
Just making a little video really around the area.
Okay, and what's that to do with? Just obviously because we've got security in mind as well.
Yeah, sure. Just making a little video of the area and that really.
Okay.
There's police station around here. Obviously, it's a new station you got down there.
Yeah.
What was that? 3 years ago? Was it 4 maybe? Yeah, so just letting people kind of know where the station is. Just matters of public interest, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Do you mind if I just take your name?
Why would I want to give you that?
Because in case there is anything else, I'm just interested. If you're just doing anything, there's nothing wrong, then I just want to know who it is. Because obviously there's security as well.
Right, okay.
So security is heightened at the moment. So if there's nothing wrong, I just want to find out who your name is in case anything else were to come about.
So what you're implying is that if I don't give my name, I'm doing something wrong? No,
I'm just saying in case something retrospectively happened and someone said, oh, something happened, and I say, oh, I saw someone and I spoke to him, but I won't know what his name is.
That's fine. I mean, there's nothing to oblige me to give you my name at this point.
There isn't. You're all right.
So no, I'd rather not, thank you.
Okay.
But at this point, am I being entertained or anything?
No, I was just speaking to you and finding out
no
what
problem
you were
at all.
doing
That's fine.
For security.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Started to do that.
So you're just going to stay on the perimeter, are you?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to have a wander around and see what's around.
Inside. So
But
you can't go inside the building, okay?
Oh no, I won't go inside any buildings, obviously. Yeah.
Stay on the perimeter, but you can't go
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Well, I mean, if there are any restrictions, like signs.
Restrictions from there, there's a security. I'm a police officer and I'm telling you, you cannot go with it inside there. This is a secure
Yeah, but
building, you can't go inside there.
a police officer could tell me not to wear yellow shoelaces.
But I'm not telling you not to wear shoelaces. I'm saying that this is a secure place. There is a security there. I'll walk with you if you like. It's fine.
No, that's all right. If it's secure, there's nothing to worry about, is there?
But I'm advising you as a police officer that you shouldn't be going in there. Okay?
But is it against the law?
You are not permitted to go into this building here.
I'm not going to go into any buildings. I just said that.
Into the area.
And why not? Again, is there any...
The first police contact begins as PC Vanessa Thompson approaches the auditor. She introduces herself, asks what he's doing, and raises security concerns. The auditor explains calmly that he's filming public interest footage. The tone remains polite but defensive. Vanessa presses for his name. He declines, asserting he's not legally obliged. It's the first spark of the rights versus authority debate.
What's restricting me from doing that?
Yes, it's security. You're not allowed in there unless you've got a warrant card.
What law is that?
There's restrictions on there that you are not allowed to go into there.
It says public access, and
there
it's a public
access.
Well, that's fine. I won't go past any points that aren't publicly accessible. That's not a problem. But that's not a problem at all.
I'm trying to walk onto the front now. Oh, okay. Is there anyone coming? Do you have to come into the building?
Oh.
Hang on,
So yeah, I mean, we'll have a look at any signs, make sure that there isn't anything that says that I can't. So look, cycle path, pedestrian footpath. That is literally signage right there, saying that this is a public footpath. Obviously, double yellow lines. Caution pedestrians. So naturally that has no entry through those gates, but obviously it's locked gates, so wouldn't be able to go through there even if I wanted to. But yeah, so this is where...
Vanessa insists the site is secure and warns him not to enter. The auditor challenges her, asking under what law she can restrict public access. He points out that nearby signs say pedestrian footpath and cycle route, with nothing about restricted entry. The camera captures the uncertainty as the officer cannot quote a statute, leaving the exchange hanging in tension.
Displays?
You don't need to see that, pal.
Under the SAI laws, that should be on display.
You've been reading Google. He's a Google lawyer, look.
That should be on display at all times while in operation of your duties. You can actually lose your license for not having it on display.
My pocket, 'cause I saw you come
No, it needs to be on display.
Mate, don't put the law in. What are you talking about?
Listen,
I clearly do.
I said to you that I'm a police officer and I've asked you that you're not allowed past here. It's a site you're not allowed past here. So please don't come on site.
Where's the signage?
I'm telling you as a police officer, you've seen my warrant card.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you as a police officer, you're not allowed to
You
come
could
past
tell
here.
me as a police officer that I'm not allowed to wear a black coat or a yellow hat or...
But that's not
You know.
official, is it? I'm asking you nicely.
Well, this isn't official. If
and I'm
it was
saying to
official,
you-
there would be signage.
Okay, but I'm officially telling you, you are not allowed on
Under
site.
what power are you using to officially tell me this?
There-
Please.
This is the... You can see
No.
you're not allowed in here.
That is for cars. If this were restricted for pedestrian access, there would be a pedestrian gate. But there clearly isn't.
So what makes you want to do this all day and all night? Have you got bored or something?
Well, to be fair, there's marked police vehicles up there. I want to get some shots of marked police vehicles. They're public property.
They may well be public property.
This is public property.
This area, you're not allowed on here.
But there's no restricted access signs, none whatsoever.
Right, so we're telling you, no.
But your verbal commands don't take precedence when it's a public area.
I don't know what you're talking about, mate.
I
You've been
literally
reading
do.
Google. You've been reading Google too much. Google lawyer. We have about 3 of you a week turn up here.
Yeah?
Yeah,
That's probably
yeah.
because you keep acting like idiots.
Really?
Yeah.
You're insulting me now, are you?
Yeah, the more you act like
You're
idiots,
insulting me by calling me an idiot.
the more you act like
Okay,
idiots,
no, I'm going to say to you, I take it personally. I feel threatened and I can have you nicked for public order. How do you feel about that? Come on, what's your law? Come on,
threatened.
Come on, then.
There's no act or
You
threat
just
of
called me an
violence.
idiot.
Yeah.
How do you know I'm an idiot? Do you know me? Do you know my family? Do
I
you
said
know
you're
me?
acting like
Mate, you've insulted me.
being offended isn't against the law.
Google lawyers, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You're a Google lawyer.
Cool. Well, again, you haven't got your SIA badge, so I'll report that to the
Do what
SIA.
you want, my friend.
Will do.
Do it all day long.
Not a problem.
What's your name then?
Why would I give you that?
Well, why would I give you my name? You wouldn't even know who I am.
Because you're the one.
You don't report me to
You're
SIA.
you're
Who
the.
am I?
You're the one. Well, I can just say the one working at the hut at this headquarters on this date and this time. They'll have record of who's working. They'll find it. It's not difficult. There's record of everything.
Fool. Yeah, we're right.
A private security guard joins in, escalating the situation. He claims the auditor can't go beyond a certain point, calls him a Google lawyer, and even threatens arrest under public order. The auditor stays composed, citing the law and noting the guard's missing SIA badge. What started as a calm discussion now turns heated, with authority challenged head-on.
So is this private property? Is it?
Private, my friend.
Who owns it?
None of your business.
So is it not owned by?
Go to land registry and I'll tell you all about it, mate.
Is it not owned by the police, by the Ministry of Justice, or?
You define it.
I mean, whether or not
It's
it's
private. I don't know exactly who owns it, but it's private. property.
whether or not you rent
I'm
it
trying to
privately.
be
Oh yeah, can you
reasonable
just
with
keep a
you.
bit of a distance?
I'm trying to be reasonable.
Yeah, and I'm not.
Okay?
I'm just saying, if this is private and it's even rented by the government, which it obviously is, then that's publicly funded. Like those
But
police
even if it's
vehicles
funded,
are
it
publicly
doesn't mean
funded.
that public are allowed access here. Okay. So it doesn't matter
So-
whether it's publicly funded or not.
If you have no information that says that this is private, this is restricted, then what's the authority that you're acting under?
Probably can't gain access.
Access.
Yeah.
He's been videoing everywhere and he wants to gain access.
Why do you want access to the business?
I want to go have a look at the marked vehicles.
You can't, mate.
Why?
Because it's a police site. It's private.
Private? Who's it owned by? Do you know?
Devon Court Constabulary.
Okay, and who owns Devon and Cornwall Constabulary?
Here we go.
Who owns Devon and Cornwall Constabulary? Who operates? Who runs? Who funds it?
It's what's that something you mean? What
It's
you
publicly funded, isn't it?
think- Right, and what do you think that means? That entitles your access? Is that what you're
To
trying to say?
to areas that are not clearly restricted.
What's that?
That's a barrier for cars. The pedestrian access is not restricted at all.
You do not have access to private stuff.
But again, where's the private signs? Where's the private property signs? I've walked all the way up, looked at every single sign. There's nothing.
Don't Google lawyer, mate. Tell you.
The argument deepens over who owns the property. The auditor asks if it's publicly funded. The guard replies, "None of your business." The exchange exposes how even those enforcing rules often don't know their legal basis. The auditor highlights the lack of signage and presses his point that public money means public accountability.
Can we just be reasonable about this? You've got to here. You're not going to get any further than here.
Is that your warrant, Is that your warrant card, sir?
There you go,
Do you
mate.
want to
16738. Is that Constable Fowler?
Yeah,
Lovely.
I'm a police officer.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this site is a private police site and you do not have access to
Do
it.
you have any evidence of that?
I don't need the evidence. I'm a police
Well, you
officer.
you could tell me it's illegal to wear this coat, but it doesn't mean that it's true. Just because you showed me a card that I'm a police officer, that coat is
I'm telling
illegal.
you, you're not coming in.
Okay. What happens if I do?
The moon,
Sorry?
mate, doesn't mean
I'll
she's
use
with a
reasonable force
NASA
to
and get a
prevent you
plane
coming
to
in.
get to it.
Pardon?
Is it?
I'll use reasonable force to prevent you coming in.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I've already told him I'll do that.
Okay. So you'll use reasonable force.
Yes,
Yeah.
to prevent you coming in.
Okay.
Same as.
Okay. So what I suggest, mate, is
So that's a threat right there.
It's not a threat.
Well, it is
It's not.
because you have
It's
explanation.
you-
You asked me a question.
you
You
have-
asked me what happened. I've explained.
yeah,
it to
and you have no
tonight.
jurisdiction to use reasonable force
I do
under
have
these
jurisdiction. I'm a
conditions.
police officer. I can use reasonable force to prevent you going there. It's a private site, and there are various laws that allow me to prevent you going to that site. We can go
Again,
along this line if you want, mate.
If this were private, where there would be signage saying private
We don't
property.
need to do this. We don't need to do this. Why don't you just make your way? We don't need to be doing this, okay? It doesn't need to escalate to this. If you go on your way, then that will be fine.
Tell you what, you're going to leave here before I do today.
Okay? Okay.
What is it you're trying to achieve, mate?
Like I said, I wanted to go get some shots of the marked vehicles, publicly owned vehicles on publicly owned land.
I couldn't be more reasonable than I'm being with you now.
I know,
okay?
and I'm not
I've listened to you,
arguing, I'm not
I've
threatening, I'm not
understood.
raising my voice at you, I'm just
saying,
explaining my
but
point.
you are not coming on site.
Okay.
Okay? That is not
PC
happening.
Fowler steps in, showing her warrant card and declaring the site private police property. She warns she can use reasonable force to stop him. The auditor questions her authority and demands evidence the land is private. She gives none. Both remain civil but unyielding, each standing behind their interpretation of the law.
Don't work in public. At the end of the day, don't work in a public place. I mean, it is. Where I'm stood is a public place. But yeah, so if you don't want to be filmed, A, don't come to somebody with a camera. You obviously knew I was recording, that's why you've come.
I finished work in about 10 minutes. Do you want to meet off site and have a chat?
No, I'm good, mate. Is that a threat?
No, I'm just want to have a chat, little chat.
We're having a chat now, aren't we?
Want to do that?
We're having a chat now, aren't we?
Yeah. 10 minutes.
We're having a chat now, buddy. Sounds like a threat to me.
It's not a threat at all, mate.
Officer Fowler, are you hearing this? This security guard's using fighting words. He's saying he wants to meet me off site in 10 minutes when he finishes work,
You want to come off and have a chat? We'll have a chat about it somewhere else.
which is clearly a threat, and that's considered fighting words under the law.
Not a threat.
Yes.
Okay, what exactly are considered fighting words under the law? What bit of legislation you talk about here?
I can't remember the act actually off the top of my head, but
So which bit of legislation has fighting words in it? You said the word fighting words in legislation. Which
yeah.
legislation is
So you're allowed to defend yourself if somebody is using fighting words in a way that makes you feel threatened. So I feel
that?
threatened
Which
now.
bit of legislation is that?
I can't remember the act and section, to be honest, off the top of my head.
But you're quoting legislation, says
Yeah.
legislation, but you don't know legislation.
No, not off the top of my head, no.
Okay, so if you're going to quote legislation at us,
Okay.
and then say I need to be aware of that and be aware of those words.
But you're a police officer.
But you don't know the legislation you're quoting.
Yeah, but you're
So
a police
how do you know
officer.
it is?
Okay, it's still a threat, which even a threat,
It's a threat.
even something that makes somebody feel like they're being threatened or about to be attacked, actually,
You're calling me an idiot just now.
actually feel is actually.
The same security guard reignites the confrontation, telling the auditor to meet off-site in 10 minutes. It's a thinly veiled threat. The auditor immediately invokes fighting words legislation and involves PC Fowler, who struggles to cite the law. Authority begins to crack under scrutiny, and the scene captures the imbalance between trained citizens and uncertain officers.
There is a sign at the front, and I appreciate you can film whatever you like around here.
Uh-huh.
I've got no issue with that. If you go on site, you are going to be challenged. You're not a police officer.
Okay.
You will be asked to leave.
Okay.
And if you refuse that, and you continue to go about your business, then
Yeah.
we will be looking at whether or not there's offences committed.
What offences would potentially be?
Potentially aggravated trespass.
What would be aggravating about it?
The fact that you're preventing my officers from going about their daily business.
I'm not blaming them. I've not stopped them. I've not
So
interacted
like
with
I
them
said,
first.
There is a barrier there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You're saying it's for cars.
Yeah.
I'm saying it is for cars. It's also going to stop you.
Okay.
All right. If you want, I'll ask the security guard to stand there, and that is your physical
Okay.
barrier.
So if I were walking up here without the camera and the PC Vanessa, whatever, hadn't stopped me, and I was just walking up and I just continued walking through,
Security would stop.
security would then stop me. Interesting. Okay.
Because you're still going to have to identify yourself as a police officer or police staff to gain access to that.
Do you not think that should be more clearly signposted, saying private property? You know, because that is very misleading. This is again all double yellow lined. This doesn't switch to red double line, sorry, which is usually indicative of police property, which is usually indicative of you can't pass here. There should definitely be better signage, because anybody walking up here is going to get confused. Because if I didn't know any better, I was just a member of the public not doing here what I'm doing here, and just walked on, and then this security guard who straight away came up to me said, I'm going to use reasonable rules, carry on mate. Very aggressive. No, but there's a right way. You've approached me very, very politely.
But that is his job.
Yeah, but the way he's approached me, he's just asked me, he gets off in 10 minutes, do I want to meet him around the corner and have a little chat? That's what he's just said to me.
Well, I'll discuss that with you.
Yeah, you bloody well should. He also, they're not wearing their SIA badges on their outermost. Obviously, you have to wear your epaulets on your outermost. Their SIA badges have to be on display while acting in their official duty.
I was wearing that, so you came up, you didn't know my identification. How?
Well, even still, you should still be wearing it.
Anyway, how are we going to resolve it today?
A sergeant arrives and instantly calms the chaos. He clarifies the limits. Crossing the barrier could count as aggravated trespass, but admits the signage is poor. The auditor agrees not to pass the barrier, and both acknowledge each other's professionalism. It's a textbook example of de-escalation done right.
Okay, well, I will tell you, I will not go past that barrier.
That's fair enough. I'm quite happy if you're out here filming, as long as you're not interfering with the security staff.
Okay.
Let them go about their business.
Yeah.
Let the officers come in going about their business.
Yeah.
I've got no issue with
I said, I've not bothered anybody, not interacted with anybody.
Are you happy to give me a name? A first name?
No. Sorry, mate.
Nothing?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
But,
all right, mate.
No.
You're in public. You can film whatever you want.
Cool. Yeah, definitely recommend, because somebody actually came here about a year ago that I saw doing this, and there's no signage there. And the sergeant that came out and spoke to them said, "Yeah, we'll get some signage put up." And again, I've come here a year later.
That's above my pay grade.
Well,
so it is being looked at, and I know that they are looking at that.
A year. I mean, come on, a year.
I'll take it up again. And I think that's kind of the point that you guys are making, isn't it?
Yeah, we come to point out flaws in the system, see where we can and where we can't access. If we are about to access somewhere, how we're dealt with in first hand. Vanessa wasn't unreasonable with me. She stopped up there, said she'd walk around with me. But that security guard, man, he's a loose cannon. Okay. He's a loose cannon. I reckon when he gets off work, if he saw me walking around the corner...
I don't think he would.
Oh, you want to bet? After he just said he wants to have a little chat with me in 10 minutes.
He may chat to you, but he's not...
No.
I'll speak to him.
Yeah, we don't know what a little chat means. Yeah. Wouldn't be the first time I've been assaulted by somebody with an SIA badge.
Our property's up there, but like you said, the barrier's here.
Yeah.
I'm quite happy if you're out here, as long as you're not interfering with anything.
Won't interfere with them. I said I didn't stop them doing what they're doing. They decided to come to me. Is that another sergeant? Officer in charge?
Yeah.
Nice.
He was coming out first.
Fair enough. Oh, he's got a sidearm and everything. Oh, he's a big boy. He's got the sidearm. Hopefully I don't get shot.
The auditor and sergeant discuss the guard's earlier threat. The sergeant promises to handle it internally and commends the auditor for remaining reasonable. The difference in tone is striking. The tension evaporates into mutual respect, proving how communication can defuse confrontation.
In the distance there. Yeah, so that sergeant's clearly having a word with that security guard. We've got a marked vehicle coming down. Yeah, straight away you can see the difference between a sergeant's attitude, level of decorum compared to the PCs. Great de-escalation skills, really. Pardon?
The camera's off now.
Yeah, okay, cool.
He's going to go home.
Yeah.
I've asked him to do a duty report about the interaction with
you
and him. And obviously you've got your videos. So.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I can give you my YouTube channel if you want, because this will be going up on there. Yeah, so if you want to jot that down, then you can look at the video and you can actually see how he came and interacted with me from the get-go. It's Power to the Proletariat. So that's what I said, you might want to write down if you've got no...
Right, I got it.
Yeah, but yeah, power to the Proletariat. And yeah, this will be up in the next couple of
I
days.
quite enjoy watching all this.
I do too, yeah. But yeah, the way he came and interacted
so
was...
he'll do his version of
Yeah,
things.
sure.
He's going to send that, and then we'll look into that.
Fantastic.
And obviously, like I say, you've got your video of your side of things.
Yeah.
That's going to be captured anyway.
Awesome.
Happy with that?
Yeah, appreciate that. Obviously, Sergeant, you've been top-notch, came de-escalated the situation, and that's exactly what we look for. And you can see why Sergeants like you get to your rank, because...
You know what? I'm quite happy with what you guys do, providing, like I say, it doesn't interfere with any staff or...
Yeah, and to that, you do get some people that would come
The
up and go up
sergeant
to the...
confirms he's filed a duty report about the guard's conduct. The auditor gives his channel name, and even the officer admits to watching audit videos. The encounter turns almost cooperative. Accountability meets acknowledgement in rare harmony.
It's just explained to the security guard that barrier that they were leaving continuously open there, that's no different than leaving the gates open, which is an implied right of access, which is spot on. So he's telling the security guard to make sure that gate remains closed. But anyway, I'm not going to push my luck and go past. At the end of the day, I've got the interaction that I really wanted. The sergeant came, told the others to go away, and dealt with it. So what's that? You got operational health support unit over there.
Yeah, and he'll keep. Well, I say the auditors will keep coming back because they're pressuring us to do something.
Exactly, Sergeant. See, Sergeant Gez is saying the auditors are going to come back because we're pressuring them to do something about it. And that's exactly what we're doing. Yeah.
And obviously, if he does come across the barrier, he said he won't. I trust him. If he does, then
Yeah. So this sergeant's already made it clear that, if I do pass, spot on, Sergeant. Have a good day.
see you later.
Cheers. Yeah, Sergeant was just explaining to him, that we're going to keep pressuring because something does need to be done. It's not clear, and it needs to be. If it's meant to be a secure site, it needs to be secure. But yeah, he said he trusts me. I've said that I'm not going to go past, which I won't. So yeah, he's already made it clear that if I do, then potentially they might be looking at offences of aggravated trespass, which I don't think would hold up.
The sergeant reminds staff to keep the gate closed, and the auditor wraps up, reflecting on the lesson. Poor signage invites conflict. He thanks the sergeant for professionalism and ends on a note of calm closure. The confrontation is over, but the message is clear. Clarity prevents conflict.